Have you ever gotten your raw DNA file back, looked at that giant jumble of letters and numbers, and just thought, what on earth am I supposed to do with this? It's like having a blueprint for your body, but it's written in a language you can't possibly read. Well, in this explainer, we're going to decode that blueprint and turn all that data into clear, actionable direction for your health. So you've done it. You've got your DNA test from a service like 23andMe or Ancestry, and you downloaded that raw data file. But now what? For so many of us, that file just sits there on our computer. It's this incredibly powerful piece of personal information, but there's no obvious next step. So here's our roadmap for today. First, we're going to unlock the science behind your genetic puzzle. Then, we'll walk through how a really simple private analysis works. After that, we'll peek inside a personalized action plan, and we'll talk about the right way to think about this info. And finally, we'll chart your path forward. All right, let's tackle that big what now question head on. The answer, it turns out, lies in this fascinating field of science that connects the dots between your unique genetic code and, believe it or not, the food you eat every single day. And that science is called Nutrigenomics. You can think of it like a personalized user manual for your body. It's all about studying the specific ways your genes interact with the nutrients you get from food, which influences everything from how you process fats to which vitamins you might need a little more of. But how do you get from that complex science to simple real-world action? Well, the key is analyzing your genetic variants, these tiny little differences in your DNA code. You'll often hear them called SNIPS. Think of them as unique markers in your code. These reports basically translate what those markers mean for you, turning all that raw data into clear, practical guidance. Okay, so that's the what. Now, how does the analysis actually work? Let's walk through the process because it's designed to be incredibly simple and, this is the most important part, completely private and secure. It's really as easy as 1, 2, 3. First, you choose the report that interests you. Second, you just select your raw DNA file right from your own computer. And third, you click to generate your personalized report instantly. The whole thing usually takes just a few minutes. That's it. Now, this is absolutely critical, so I really want to emphasize it. Your privacy is the #1 priority. The entire analysis of your DNA file happens locally, right inside your web browser. This means your sensitive genetic data is never uploaded to a server, it's never stored anywhere, it literally never leaves your computer. And you'll be glad to know it's compatible with raw data files from all the big providers, like 23andMe, Ancestry, MyHeritage, you name it. And just a friendly tip, because your report isn't stored for you, for your own privacy, once that PDF report is generated, make sure you save it to your computer right away. Okay, so the analysis is done. What do you actually get? Now we get to the fun part. Let's look inside a report to see how it transforms that confusing raw data into a clear strategy for your health. The first thing you'll see is that this isn't just some random list of health tips. What you get is a personalized and, importantly, a prioritized summary of recommendations. Every action is ranked with an impact score that's based on your specific genetics, so you know exactly where to focus your energy first to get the biggest bang for your buck. And here's a perfect example of that clarity. The summary is broken down into 2 super simple categories, things to focus on and things to avoid. Each item has a score, so you can see right away that for this particular genetic profile, focusing on omega-3s and avoiding saturated fat are the highest impact actions to take. It's that simple. Then, as you dive deeper into the report, you'll find this simple red and green arrow system. This is designed to help you understand the why behind every recommendation. The red arrow explains the potential downsides linked to one of your gene variants, while the green arrow shows you all the positive outcomes you can work towards by following the advice. And these reports are really comprehensive. You'll find sections on things like diet fundamentals, your body's methylation process, which is just so key for things like cellular repair, and even how your genes might influence your stress response, your sleep, and your journey towards longevity and healthy aging. Okay, now it's absolutely essential that we put this powerful information into the right context. So let's talk about the safe and empowering way to view your genetic report, what it is, and just as importantly, what it isn't. This is a direct quote from the reports themselves, and it's probably the most important concept to grasp. Your genes can show a propensity, that just means a tendency or a predisposition, but they are not your destiny. They do not seal your fate. And this is just as vital to understand. This report is an educational tool. It's designed to help you learn about your body, to give you insights, and to start new conversations. It is not, and it should never be used as a medical diagnosis. So, what are the big takeaways here? First, your lifestyle choices matter a lot. Second, use this knowledge for what it is, education. And third, and this is non-negotiable, always consult with your doctor or practitioner before you make any big changes to your diet or health routine. This tool is meant to empower your conversations with them, not to replace them. Okay, with that really important framework in mind, let's talk about the simple path to getting started and putting all this incredible knowledge to good use. So, who is this really for? It's pretty straightforward. It's designed for anyone who's sitting on a raw DNA file and just wants to move from that state of confusion to one of clarity, to finally understand where to best focus their health efforts. And if you want to go even deeper, you're not on your own. There are optional follow-up consultations available. This gives you a chance to have a detailed one-on-one walkthrough of your personal report with an expert who can answer all of your questions. So the journey from data to direction is really clearer than ever. If you're ready to finally translate your genes into real, practical guidance, your path forward starts right here. Go ahead and explore the reports to find the one that best fits your personal health goals.